Hi. I live. I think I live. Yes, I do live. Hi. Hi, everyone. And you might notice I'm a bit low energy today. I'm a bit low key, a bit chill vibing. I had a treaty poo. Some of you may have seen on my blue sky a couple days ago. Was it a couple days ago? When did I have my treaty? When did I have my little treat? I had a little treat, right? A little treat of vodka cruiser and ice cream. And the thing about alcohol is it kind of gets in the way of your period. Your birth control working. It was like a week ago. That's awesome. So the thing about alcohol is it kind of gets in the way of like your birth control working. And other medications, but primarily the birth control is what we're concerned about today. So my period's back. So I'm gonna sound honestly kind of breathless. I'm kind of breathless. It's a weird symptom. I don't usually get this one, but I think it's the body strain. It's not happy. I'm very jittery, very off. But I'd feel worse if I didn't stream, you know? And anyway, we're just reading. We're just playing visual novel. It's no biggie. It's no biggie if I'm low energy about it. Right. That's right. Yeah. But hello, party people. I hope you're having a good day. We're here for you for as long as you feel you can. Yeah, I appreciate that. I hope you guys are having a good day wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you know. I hope you guys are either big chillin' or at least low stressin'. You know? Big chillin' or low stressin'. The two modes I prefer. What have I been up to? I have been not quietly. I did scream. It was I did scream in the game chat that I have, the little private game chat for it. I have been making notes on the TTRPG game, so I have like some notes to refer to. It's like a pre-built game, so I don't really need notes probably, but I like having notes. It makes me feel better. But also I don't know what notes will be good for me, so it's kind of like a bit of a screaming moment. It was 110 freedom degrees today. I hate that you made me say that. Why would you make me say freedom degrees? That's ew. Ugh, I'm gonna puke. If I puke on stream, it's your fault, Slacko. There's no chillin' here. Yeah, well, maybe your like will is like weak and acceptable and pathetic, and you know, maybe your will is weak and pathetic and all that. Maybe you just need to do better. Freedom degrees are definitely killing us. No, not you too, Jackie. Fucking hate that phrase. I have a visceral despising for the way Americans refer to things as freedom units and whatnot. What is wrong with you guys? It's dripping in nasty patriotist bullshit. Patriotism craps. Was 43 Canadian today, is that better? I don't know how to tell you this, but that's not Canadian, that's just the rest of the world. That's just everyone else. Yeah, I'm not Canadian, excuse me. I'll have you know I am not Canadian. I think it's stupid that we are different from the rest of the world in a lot of things. That's so true, Jackie. America kind of stupid. I've had enough of it. Put it in the bin. I'm gonna grab America on my desktop, on my world map desktop, and I'm gonna put it in the recycling bin, and I'm gonna right click on the recycling bin, and I'm gonna delete permanently, and then we'll be free. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. That feels like a good thing to do for us. But hi, we're doing more of the Yuriing. Oh, yeah, they're still talking about America in the chat. And I have to look at them. I discovered the other day that Freedom Fries wasn't just a post. What are you what the fuck are Freedom Fries? What are you talking about? This is nonsense. Measure length and distance, temperature, all freedom bullshit points. It is, it's stupid. Why do you just tag the word freedom onto everything? It doesn't mean anything anymore. Right? You know that the word just doesn't mean shit anymore now. You've overused it. That's a thing with words. You know when you're like, when you like say a word a bunch of times and it stopped meaning things? That's what you've done to the word freedom. It doesn't mean shit anymore. It's illusion of freedom. It's not even a very good illusion. The illusion is not there anymore, guys. You don't employ your wizards anymore to maintain the illusion. You have no more wizards. I need to start banning people from bringing us onto the America spiels. Except they're my friends and I can't ban them. I hate this life. Guys, it's supposed to be Lesbian Day. What are you doing? Colonized her mind. You have, and it's fucked up. I'm angry about it. I'm not happy. That's right. Our girl Noreen showed up after school with what we presume is some biscuits. Biscuits, guys. They're not cookies. They're biscuits. I know that's confusing. Thank you for the hydrate, Jackie. And the stretchies. With some biscuits for to give to Misuzu as a thank you for the biscuits she got from her inadvertently. Because they were so yummy. Now the thing about Noreen is she's really, really bad at cooking because like, you may not know this, but it's kind of hard to have like a fire sort of like under the water. So she doesn't really know what cooking is. Cooking is very new to her. She hasn't had much of like learning times that she could have. And our protagonist is very scared about how these biscuits are going to turn out. I don't know if I want a double cheeseburger for free or Chinese food for 17. Why would you not want a double cheeseburger? I want a double cheeseburger. I'll take the fucking double cheeseburger. If you don't want it, I'll take it. You cook things underwater, that's what the volcano beans are for. Well, the thing about Noreen is, from what I know is she's from like the poverty place in Mermaid World. She was impoverished. So I don't think that, I think only the rich people probably got access to the volcano vents. That sounds like something rich mermaid people would do, right? You can kill the bots too, Slacker. You know that, right? Like, they can die forever. They can be blocked. You can ban them. Think the poor people would have access to them as well? I don't think so from what she's saying. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you this. From what she says... From what she's saying... No. She's like, when she was underwater, she was too poor to have fish. She only ate like kelp. Kelp was the only thing she had access to eating, or fish was not like a regular thing in her diet. I did that ban them, I guess I just know the message. Yeah, those are two different actions. For those wondering what I was talking about, I have some blocked channel terms related to common bot phrases, so we kill them and you don't even know they're there. It's pretty cool. I'm playing Merfolk Cannibalism. Yeah, I don't think she managed to get that one down. I think she just ran away, which is fine. That's an option. She seems to be having a lot of fun as a human. Oh, time to voice act these beautiful babies. And what might this be? Something be exactly? Mizuzu is now looking at Noreen's skirt pocket at the cellophane wrapper sticking out. I wonder if she's identified what it is Noreen brought her. Mizuzu's expression remains as pleasantly placid as always, but I think I can see her right eyebrow twitch. Oh, she's scared. Mizuzu has experienced Noreen's cooking before. She has reasons to fear. Is she conjuring up worst case scenarios too? If so, I can't really blame her. Noreen's cooking, if it can be called that, did a number on me too. Well, I'm glad you asked. Asuka let me try some of the cookies you baked the other day, and they were really, really yummy. They were so yummy, in fact, I felt a little bad about eating them all, since I'd not gotten you anything. Oh, Slyko is away to D&D. He is freeing us from his presence, I see. JK, love you, babe. I didn't want to take you for granted. So I decided to make you something to eat too, to thank you. Hey, I said JK, and that I love you, babe. Don't wow at me. Oh, right. For a moment, Mizuzu's expression falters. I can easily imagine what she might want to say. Do you really want to thank me, or are you trying to poison me? But Mizuzu is much too kind to express such sentiments. I've been trying to figure out what Mizuzu's name is like, reminding me of. And I don't know why it's demonic. But I think it's Pazuzu? Pazuzu? There was this demon in a movie called Pazuzu. Keep hearing you say Pazuzu. Yeah! Pazuzu. Mesopotamian demon. What was it in? Oh, The Exorcist. Duh. One of the most famous demon movies in the world. Duh. Duh, Priscilla. Fun fact, I've never seen The Exorcist. That kind of movie just doesn't scare me. So, like, demon movies aren't like I have no Christian background, so I don't find that sort of thing scary. So I get nothing out of the storytelling usually. So I hate overhyped MMOs. Noted. Why is that? Yeah. D&D is a fun vehicle for storytelling, but I'm not particularly like enthused by D&D in particular over other storytelling vehicles. It's an option, but it's not the best option in my book. Not for me personally, anyway. It doesn't lend well to It doesn't lend well to horror, I've found, which is what I would like to tell stories about mostly, I think, in the future. Neither right, but it's not a surprise I've never seen anything. Yeah. Psycho lives under a fucking rock. It's true. It was a WoW joke. I actually tried the WoW free trial recently, and it made me realize that I just don't give a shit about MMOs anymore. Like, I just don't care about them anymore. They mean nothing to me anymore, because I actually have a social life now. So I don't get anything out of them. I'm not facilitating my social battery through them. Because I have a social life now, she'll just flex more. Yeah, I'll flex more. I have awesome friends who I could talk to about anything that was going on in my life, and they would be there for me. I have friends that I'll flex more. Sure. I have an amazing sense in fashion. I'm very good at judging whether a game is worth my time. I love to read recreationally. Should I keep going? Hi, Hat. How you doing? Can this be kind of Lisa Flex and more of a you're a nerd? What's wrong with being a nerd? We're past that. Is that a beret? It is. It's part of her school uniform. It's like an optional school uniform piece, but she decided to wear it because she's such a goody two-shoes and she's super cute. Recreation, that's a big word for Elmo. Not a big word for me. I like big words. It's fun to say them. Also, hi Piranha. It's a very cute beret. They have commented on how cute it is. In the game, specifically. Like, they know. They know. It's just not a flex these days. Nerds are mainstream now. Tell me how many people, like, read recreationally. Like, actually read. Ingest the stories and the words that they are talking instead of just skimming. And picking up parts they like. Reading is actually not that common. Not anymore myself. It's hard. It's hard to read, especially with the cultural shift towards short form content. It's incredibly, and like big, it's no Slacko, it is actually incredibly difficult. There's a whole subgenre of content about it. I don't think he understands the real problem of reading these days. Attention span is a real issue. Reading is becoming worse and worse. The literacy crisis is actually a major deal. The people you are talking about, Slacko, are actually incredibly niche. Speaking of which... Why did I say that? This is completely unrelated. I wonder what clubs I should join once I get a roller tour. I should try finding short hikes I can do again. That would be nice. I miss hiking. I used to do hikes. It was fun. I saw so many beautiful things. Yes, hi Pawana. Hello Hat. Welcome in. The green, the book's both green. Way to prove your own point. What? What point did I prove? What point did I prove? I don't know what's going on. Oh, right. Okay, now... Someone does a snark at other chatters. But I'm the streamer. Everything's about me. Huh? Everything's about me, though. I'm the star! I'm a star! Thank you for the heat pets. Well, don't do that. That's bad for your health. Dying. Thank you for the heat pets, Piranha. One day I would love to do the Mia Goth crash out from Pearl. That would be so good. Confirmed for large ball of gas. Now. I'm a doll, you know that. Or do you? Masuzu is much too kind to express such sentiments. She coughs delicately instead, like this. Ah! 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 You know, delicately. I think that's how you do it, delicately, right? I don't fucking know. How does one cough delicately? That's such a... Of course she would, though. Of course. Look at her. Though I think her face has lost most of its colour, then says... Gonna make a double cheeseburger out of spite? Yay! Cheeseburger win. That is... very kind of you, Noreen. But you needn't feel obligated. Obliged, rather. The cookies I baked were not particularly special. I made them at the school, and the equipment is somewhat subpar. If I had made the cookies at home, I'm sure they would have turned out better. I am flattered, but nothing. I wanted to make you something in return, so that's exactly what I did. Look here. Noreen reaches into her skirt pocket where the ominous cellophane bundle resides. Her fingers curl about it, the cellophane crinkling. Then deftly she whips it out, smiling all the while. I couldn't formulate a joke about her whipping out her dong. I'm so sorry. I failed you. I failed you. Going to, but it felt inappropriate. Why? Hello? It's my stream. It's me. This is what we do here. These are for you, Miss Zuzu. But you can have a few if you want to, Asuka. Ta-da! Noreen holds the clear cellophane wrapper aloft, holding it like a talisman. She's clutching it with her slender fingers, but I can see past them at what lies within. I'm expecting some sort of non-Euclidean nightmare which would make me doubt my own sanity, but... My. The cookies nestled inside their cellophane wrapper don't look lumpy or burnt or otherwise unsafe for human consumption. Instead, to my surprise, they look like perfectly palatable cookies. It's a bit hard to judge, of course, since they're still swaddled in cellophane, but these are surprisingly normal. They look neat and even. A soft brown, all studded with chocolate chips. So what do you think? Do you want to try one? My goodness. These, look quite good. Did you make these yourself, Noreen? That was the plan, yeah. I wanted to give you something I toiled over so you'd really appreciate it. But Shoko stepped in. Aunt Shoko. Saving us from being poisoned. She's truly our guardian angel. She said baking can be tricky and she didn't want me burning myself. So she gave me a bunch of pointers. In fact, I think she did most of the work. Oh, I guess that explains why those cookies don't look like nightmarish entities. I was wondering about that. Thanks, Aunt Shoko. And when you're dead. I was wondering if it was going to be one of those rug pulls where it was like, she's bad at cooking, but she's actually really good at baking, because they are kind of different. You approach them differently, usually. But no, Aunt Shoko just swooped in. But I think they turned out really nice. I sampled a couple myself when we just pulled them out the oven, and then a couple more on the way here. And a couple more while I was waiting for you. I got here pretty early, so I had to hang about for half an hour until I saw you. I was a little peckish, so I might have helped myself to a few cookies. That explains why there aren't that many cookies in the bag, too. I'd wondered about that. But they're very yummy, even though they've cooled down a bit. I think Shoko did a wonderful job, but of course she did. She told me she used to be a chef at a fancy hotel. She's really, really good at cooking. I do worry I relied on her a little too much. But Asuka told me she helped you with the cookies I had yesterday. So maybe it's fine? I'm not sure about that. I think it'd be more accurate to say that Mizuzu did 80% of the work while I stood around and looked pretty. But I don't want to argue semantics. I should consider myself fortunate, to be honest, that Aunt Shoko did step in. Otherwise, I dread to think what Noreen might have presented to us. Anyway, I was the one who wanted to bake these cookies, and I intended to give them to you, Mizuzu. I wanted to do something nice for you. So I hope they taste nice. Do you want one? Oh, thank you, Noreen. That is very kind of you. I would love to try one of your cookies. Mizuzu takes a step forward, the pleats of her neatly ironed skirt swishing about her slender legs. She reaches out, taking a cookie between her fingers, then brings it to her lips. She bites down, chewing on it. Noreen watches, her breath bated, and then... Oh my! This really does taste good. It does? Noreen exhales, her shoulders slumping with relief. Are you sure? They aren't lumpy or weird, are they? Huh. I wonder why Noreen seemed so anxious about Mizuzu sampling these cookies when she was so confident about her seared salmon. Especially when these cookies look by far and away better than her previous attempts at cooking. Why is she so self-conscious? Maybe she feels awkward because she made these cookies specifically to be a gift. She's looking at Mizuzu with wide, anxious eyes, framed with long lashes. She looks so sweetly sincere, it makes my own heart flutter. Noreen really is cute. Yes, it does. Mizuzu says after swallowing the second half of her carefully collected cookie. You did a wonderful job, Noreen. These cookies are wonderful. Thank you. I'm sure Mizuzu would have said that even if Noreen had presented her a few lumps of charcoal. But it doesn't seem like she's forcing this smile. She looks completely earnest. Noreen seems to realize this too because a wide, relieved smile spreads across her pretty face. She steps forward, her fair hair fluttering, then says, Yay! I'm glad I was able to make something nice. I hope it makes up for the food I served you last time. Oh. So Noreen does know the food she served us was bad, does she? I guess it's good to know. With some luck, that should stop her from conducting any more experiments. Thank you for trying my baking, Mizuzu. And thank you for being so kind about it. You're so kind. Oh, thank you for being so nice about it. That's why it felt weird to say you're so kind. The fun thing about streaming with visual novels and reading like this is I'm kind of looking through my microphone with where it's positioned, so sometimes I mess the words up. I'm not sure about that. I was just telling that... Oh? Mizuzu's half-hearted rebuttal trails off, however, as Noreen does something. She gotta kiss her? That's right, we said you're only supposed to kiss your favourite person. And she's gonna kiss Mizuzu. No, you're only supposed to kiss me, Noreen. No. She leans in, her eyelids falling shut, and very gently, she presses a kiss against Mizuzu's cheek. Instantly, Mizuzu's face turns bright red. She takes a hasty step back, her skirt fluttering around her legs, while Noreen looks at her askance. She tilts her head, then says, Oh? What's wrong, Mizuzu? I was just trying to say thank you. Did you not like it? Crap. Maybe I should have expected something like this. Noreen's been touchy-feely from the get-go, and it doesn't seem like my lectures on the matter have helped any. Maybe I should have been harder on her when she kissed me that one time. I should have told her to cut it out. I'm worried Noreen might make things awkward in Mizuzu, but... oh, no. It's alright. It is? Yes, I was taken by surprise, yes. But I'm not offended. It was a sweet gesture. Hina, why are you screaming? Come hang out. There's a screaming cat in the house. I hear her wailing her head off. It might have been sweeter than the cookies even, but these are good too. Would you like to try one, Asuka? Oh, right. I guess I don't mind if I do. I laugh awkwardly, relieved that everything panned out. Thank you for Mizuzu for being so mature. I should have known I could count on you. Do you mind, Noreen? Hina, can I help you? Meow? Meow? Come in. There is a kitty cat sitting at my door, staring at me. And every now and then she cries. She does this to herself. Come on! The biggest part of starting streaming is that Hine fucking hates it. She can't stand it. She thinks it's the worst thing in the fucking world because I'm socializing with someone that isn't her and she can't join in. and it's really funny, but also really pathetic. And really loud because she yell. Hi! Meow wow! Meow! 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 Ugh. Our little fuss pot. Yeah. 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 Oh, she's gonna try and sleep on the bed. We'll see how that goes with how chatty I am. She might decide it's too rude. Yes, I can see she's thinking it's rude already. Hi! Yeah, I know you think it's rude. She's my biggest hater. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You're my biggest hater. I remember early on in streaming, some people were like, you should make a cat cam for her. She doesn't stay still. That would never work. Some people have cats that stay still. That doesn't happen for me. Hine would be gone. She'd be like, ugh, what is this disgusting thing pointing at me? And then she would leave, and then I would try and move it so I could follow her. She'd be like, ugh, it's following me. Ugh, and she'd hide under something. Yeah, she's leaving again. Like a cat cam is very romantical and cute and everything, but she's not built for it. She's not built for it mentally. She don't approve. Do you mind, Noreen? Of course not. I made these for you too. I want you both to enjoy them. I wanted you to have these cookies, Mizuzu, because you've been such a good friend to me. But you have too, Asuka. You're both very kind. I love you a lot. And I'm really happy you like my cookies. I think this might be a 1 hour stream, gang. I'm sorry about that, but I'm starting to develop a headache. But we'll try and hit the 1 hour mark, because it would be nice to have a nice round number. I like the round number. It felt good. I'll have to report to Shoko about this, and I'll need to thank her too. I doubt these cookies would have been this good without her. Well, I have to agree with that. These cookies taste as good as they look, which is to say they have a nice crunchy texture shot through with chocolate chips. These cookies aren't as fancy as the two-toned ones Mizuzu prepared yesterday, but they're no less delicious. I'm enjoying them a lot, actually. More than I expected. Sometimes, simple is better, I guess. It's hard to fuck up a chocolate chip cookie. It's kind of awesome. Mizuzu, Noreen, and I hang out for a little while, chomping our way through the cookies until there are only crumbs left. A few of my fellow classmates pass by in Misaki uniforms and they shoot curious glances at Noreen. I hear a few snatches of whispered conversation as they pass, to the tune of, "Oh wow, who's that girl? I've not seen her around before. Isn't she pretty? I wonder where she comes from. Did you see how tall she is? Did you see her hair? She has so much of it and it's so fair. I wonder what it'd feel like if I ran my fingers through it. I bet it'd smell good too, just like sunshine. She can't be from Amarashima, can she? I'd recognize her if I'd seen her before. Forget Amarashima, man. Is she even Japanese?" Noreen's courting quite a bit of attention, not that I'm too surprised. She does stand out not just because of her hair, though that is very striking, but because of how very tall she is. She looks almost like a model. But despite being the inadvertent centre of attention, Noreen doesn't seem to have noticed. She smiles instead, content to enjoy the cookies she made with my aunt before announcing, "Oh, We sure worked our way through those fast, didn't we? Yes, indeed. I worry I might have had a few too many. I hope I won't spoil my appetite for dinner. But they were so good, I couldn't help myself. Me too. But I'm not worried about dinner. No? No. I always have room for more food, especially Shoko's food. It's really, really yummy. We're gonna have beef and potato stew for dinner tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. But I'm still a little peckish. Maybe we could go and get a snack? How can you go for a snack after eating all those cookies? Well, you know how it is. We girls have a separate stomach for desserts. And those cookies just stimulated my appetite. They were yummy, but they were a bit too sweet. I want something savory now. Hi, FJ! Congratulations on the 3-stream streak! Woo! It's been a very messy stream. It's not going to be on for very long. I'm not, unfortunately. Good job on managing to snatch it. It is feeling like a 1-hour stream, unfortunately. Can we go into the town and get croquettes? I want something deep fried. Jeez. You'll turn into a croquette if you eat so much, Noreen. You'll make yourself ill, and croquettes aren't a dessert. Really? I thought they were a dessert. Hang on. Hang on, that doesn't sound right. Croquettes. Oh no, you're right. I was mixing it up with something else. So many pastry foods. I guess not. But I also have a separate stomach for croquettes and meat buns. Oh, and chicken skewers too. There's a lot of yummy food I want to eat. Won't you come with me, Misuzu? I want to hang out with you even more. It'll be fun. Oh, I apologize. I would like to go with you, Noreen. But I have piano practice on Tuesdays. Piano? My mother is quite a stickler about it. She thinks being able to play an instrument is a mark of being a young lady. I've been playing the piano from the age of 5. My mother would not be very happy if I skipped practice, and I've already dawdled for too long. I'll probably be late as it is. I simply can't go shopping with you, and I do not think I could eat another morsel either. I'm quite full. It is a shame, but it was nice to see you again, Noreen. Thank you for the cookies. They were delicious. Misuzu bows her head to Noreen and departs. She waves at us from behind her shoulder and exits the school gates with a flutter of her long skirt, a swish of her ribbon. Noreen watches her from a distance for a few moments, her hands held at her front. Her shoulders sink. She looks so deflated, even the buns in her hair seem to have lost some of their volume. I'm worried Misuzu's rejection might have hurt Noreen's feelings, especially when Noreen went out of her way to pay us both a visit. I look at Noreen anxiously, ready to console her if I need to, but... Hey, Asuka? Yes? What is it, Noreen? There's something I don't get. I've been thinking about it, but I don't understand it at all. What's a piano? I love her. She's awesome. A little later. Oh, we got a new CG. Oh, that's nice. Even though it's a short stream, it's nice that we got a new CG. She looks so cute. Oh. These croquettes are so yummy. There's nothing better than eating something salty after I've had a bunch of sweets. She's right, you know. It's important to balance the food palette. I'm so happy. I don't think there's a single person in the world happier than I am right now. Noreen beams all smiles as she sinks her white, even teeth into the crisp shell of a pork croquette she bought at the butcher's. Ooh, pork. That sounds good. I like me some pork. Aunt Shoko gave Noreen a bit of spending money before she went out, just in case. And Noreen's been putting it to good use. She bought a couple of taiyaki from a nearby store, which she then washed down with a bunch of pork croquettes, though she was kind enough to share these with me. Noreen bought 5 croquettes, and she offered to split the third in half with me so we would have an even number of them. I could see that this was a hard sacrifice for Noreen, however. I don't think I've met anybody who loves food as much as she does, and it almost seemed to cause her physical pain to offer. Actual tears welled up in her eyes when she offered to split this last croquette, so much so I caved and let her have the whole thing. Oh, she's so relatable. Relatable queen. I might be Noreen. What the fuck? It's not like I was especially hungry myself, not after eating all of those cookies. I swear, this girl must have a bottomless pit for a stomach. How could she put away so much food without getting stomach cramps? Well, I think the way she does it is she's like constantly using energy to assume human form. So she's constantly like using up energy so she gets hungry. Noreen's kind of impressive, but she's also kind of scary. I don't understand how you're still hungry. Didn't you have any food to eat at all in your own old home? I didn't have any food as yummy as these croquettes, no. We couldn't have any fried foods because we lived underwater. Fire is so convenient. You humans are so clever, inventing something that can cook and fry and sear so many interesting dishes. I don't think I'll get enough of your cuisine. These croquettes are to die for. Well, I hope you don't literally die. I get wanting to try new things out, but it's important to exercise a bit of moderation. You'll get a stomachache otherwise. Oh, Asuka, you underestimate me. My appetite is as boundless as the ocean. I can definitely eat a lot more than this. In fact... Noreen glances about. Her eyes are light on a Chinese bakery nearby, and with a grin she says, I think I could go for a little more. I still have a little bit of money. So I'll wash down my croquettes with a pork bun. And maybe a custard bun too, for pudding. Well, alright, it's your funeral. I like Noreen a lot, but man, I'm afraid she's going to wind up regretting this later. Later that night. I'm completely stuffed. I don't think I could have another bite. Asuka, why does my tummy feel so heavy? It's like I swallowed a whole coral reef. Well, I did try to warn you. Noreen is currently rolling about on my bed, twitching in pain. Her arms are wound around her stomach as though she's carrying a heavy burden, and I guess she is. She did eat a load of cookies and 2 custard taiyaki and 3 pork croquettes and 1 pork bun and 1 custard bun. And then she ate all of her beef and potato stew, and she even had a second helping. I could only watch on, awed and alarmed in equal measure, as Noreen shoved a seemingly unending amount of food into her mouth. It looked like she was enjoying herself in the moment, but she started to sweat after she rose from the table. She said she wasn't feeling too good, and so... Asuka, I'm not gonna die, am I? She wound up like this, lying on my bed like a sickly Victorian child, her blue eyes very big and sad. She looked so sorry for herself. I almost felt a degree of sympathy with her. Almost. It's hard to feel truly sad for Noreen, however, when she's trapped in a hell of her own making. I know having stomach cramps can hurt and all, but geez. Don't be silly, you aren't gonna die. Nobody's passed away from a chronic case of hurty tummy before. But if you don't want this to be a recurring thing, you shouldn't eat too much. Like I said, you need to exercise a bit of restraint. But restraint is boring! Oh my god, she's so relatable. Yes, and that's her issue. I'm afraid you don't know the meaning of the word self-control. And be careful when you kick your legs like that. You're going to kick Taiyo on the floor. I know Noreen isn't acting with malice, but it's hard to not to feel a little exasperated. So much for having 2 stomachs. The days begin to pass by slowly. Then the weeks. I might not need to end stream early. I think I'm just a bit nauseous. I'm a bit bloated feeling. I might be able to make it. Let me partake of my ginger lozenge. And turn the heating off. It's cold over here, that's why its heat is on. But artificial heat can make me feel sick if I'm already feeling a bit ill. I'm not actually sick, guys. I'm just... My bleed is happening and I'm being pathetic about it. The days begin to pass by slowly. Then the weeks. Initially, I thought I'd never get used to living in Omoshima, but that was before I met Mizuzu. I had no idea before coming here that I'd make a firm friend so quickly. It's thanks to Mizuzu that I've been able to settle in at school like I have. She showed me around when I was new to the island, and she's also given me a lot of helpful advice, such as which teachers you need to appease and which ones would tolerate a little bit of slacking off. Double bacon barbecue cheeseburger and a tropical Kool-Aid icy. Oh, that sounds so good. What the fuck? Mad at you. Not like I could eat it right now, though. Ugh, I feel bad. There's no way I could eat that much right now. It would fuck me up. Though Mizuzu herself never slacks off, of course. She's an honest student in every regard. It's because of her notes that I've been able to keep up in class even with the awful Mr. Setoguchi, who seems to be in a perpetual foul temper. Also toasted the bun. Oh, that's so good. She's been helping with my maths, which has always been spotty, while we eat lunch, and it's thanks to her that I'm not completely alone in class. She's made settling into my new life by the seaside a relative breeze. Before I knew it, 3 weeks had passed, and I feel more settled into Omoshima than I ever thought I would. I've already grown acclimatized. Oh, that's a hard word for me to say. Acclimatized. It doesn't flow right. They didn't format her right. They needed to format that word differently. It's evil the way they formatted it. Already grown acclimatized to this place. Feels much more homey than Tokyo ever did. It wasn't like I didn't have any friends in Tokyo, but wasn't all that close to them. I never walked to and from school with them, and they were always busy doing their own thing. After school clubs, hanging out with other friends. I wasn't a complete loner, but I didn't exactly have a bustling social life, which is kind of funny, I guess, given how crowded Tokyo itself is. School was fine, but coming home to an empty house every day wore me down. I was just drifting along aimlessly, just like an anemone, tossed about by the tides. In Omoshima, however, I feel like I can finally catch my breath. I'm having plenty of fun as it is, simply chatting with Mizuzu during lunch and going on walks to the beach with her. And that's not all. I have Aunt Shoko now, who sees me off every morning with a smile. And of course, there's also Noreen. She's another bright spot in my life. Noreen is even sunnier than the summer weather, and it's rare to see her without a smile. She sees me off to school with a wave, and she greets me each afternoon when I come back. When I'm not hanging out with Mizuzu, I spend most of my time with Noreen. Noreen usually sits around the house. She isn't accustomed to the summer heat, and it leaves her feeling lethargic. But we go for walks from time to time. I've taken her to the shopping street a few times so we can eat croquettes and go people watching. Though she's still averse to going to the beach. I'm not sure why she wants to give the beaches such a wide berth, but I let it slide. Must bring back bad memories, since that's where I first found her during our first encounter. Washed up on the sand like a piece of curiously shaped flopsum. I'm not sure if I'd want to go back to the beach myself if I'd found myself stranded on its sands late at night. I still don't know why exactly Noreen decided to come to Omoshima. She always clams up whenever I broach the topic. But I'm glad she's here regardless. Like Mizuzu, I consider her a close friend. Or maybe something more. Hey, girl! Good job! You figured out you're gay, maybe. Crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch. Doing the evil crime of crunching my lozenge. Don't worry about it. My teeth are awesome, so it doesn't matter. Oh, romantical music? I can't deny, when I'm with Noreen, my heartbeat tends to spike. All the more when she forgoes the concept of personal space. She does that a lot. To brush croquette comes from my lips or to play with my hair. Noreen doesn't seem to see anything wrong with holding my hands when she's particularly excited. And she's pulled me into hugs on more than one occasion. I like being with Noreen, but I'm starting to worry whether I like being with her a bit too much. I wonder how she's getting on while I'm during Setaguchi's rambling lessons, and I found myself walking back home at an uncommonly fast clip so I can see her again. I've been trying to tell myself I just have a silly crush on Noreen that will fade away in time. But my feelings for her haven't lessened yet. If anything, they only continue to get stronger. So much so it makes me feel a little conflicted. I do like Mizuzu and I like spending time with her, but I'm afraid I might be blowing her off for Noreen's sake. I'm not doing it deliberately, I'd never want to hurt Mizuzu's feelings, but I can't deny that spending time with Noreen makes me feel a certain something that spending time with Mizuzu doesn't. It's hard to put my finger on it, but if I had to say it in words, then... well, I guess being with Mizuzu doesn't make my heart flutter. She's a very nice girl, and I do like being with her, but that's about it. Even when we're together, I find my thoughts drifting towards Noreen, something I think Mizuzu herself might have noticed because she's taking to teasing me about it. She doesn't seem to upset at least, but she does seem a bit tad put out one afternoon. We're eating lunch in the classroom as per usual, both picking away at our respective lunch boxes when Mizuzu says, "Oh, Asuka! I just had an idea. We have midterms coming up in a couple of weeks and I know you've been finding it a little hard to get into grips with everything. You've been doing well at history and biology, but I'm not sure about maths or literature." Well, she'd be right there. I've been doing pretty much terribly at literature, mostly because Setaguchi is such a hard ass. He's always getting on my case, calling me out when he thinks I'm not paying attention and making sarcastic comments when I fumble my answers. I can't say I'm really looking forward to taking any tests for him. I'm going to fail spectacularly, I just know it. So I thought it might be nice if we had a little study session. I need to brush up on my known notes myself, since I've been skipping out on cram school lately to attend extra piano lessons. I'm free after school today, so why don't we go to the library to do a bit of work? We can go over our notes there. Oh, I've shifted my seat uncomfortably. I'm glad that Mizuzu wants to spend time with me, but I also feel guilty about it. I've been meaning to hang out with her a bit more, but... I'm sorry, Mizuzu, I'm really grateful for the offer and I'd love to join you. But I already told Noreen I'd watch Love Under the Starry Sky with her this evening. Starry Sky? What's that? You don't know it? Now it's my turn to be surprised. I knew Mizuzu was sheltered, but I didn't think her pop culture knowledge was this lacking. Is this a reference to something? I'm pulling out my phone. Love Under the Starry Sky. It's a pretty popular romance drama. It did a couple of years ago, but it's been rerun at the moment. I've already seen it once, but I liked it a lot, so I asked Noreen if she wanted to watch it with me. It seems like her sort of thing. I mean, she loves sappy romance stories a lot. I shared a lot of my old romance manga with her and she was really into it. We're only a few episodes into Starry Sky at the moment, but it's already getting good. We got into the bit where Ayumu is getting ready to go on a field trip with Haru and Kana. Ayumi is really into Haru, but he's her childhood friend, and she's afraid of fessing up in case she damages their relationship. Kana, meanwhile, is this pretty new transfer student, and though she's friendly with Ayumu, she likes Haru too. There's a whole load of drama, and it's this real will they won't they type thing. It's like, who will Haru end up with? Will Kana and Ayumi be able to stay friends? Noreen's gotten really hooked on it. I've been looking forward to getting back home so we can watch it. But you're free to come, of course. Oh, that's alright. I'm not familiar with this series myself, even if it is popular. My mother doesn't really approve, you see. Yeah, I figured. She really does sound strict. Doesn't she let you have any time to yourself? She does on the weekends. On occasions, at least. But she's never really approved of me watching TV. She says it's a waste of time. I am rather uninformed about the TV shows that other girls our age might watch. I fear I'd be a bit blah blah. I fear I would be a bit of a wet blanket if I did come along. I'd be completely lost about the story, since I've not seen any of the other episodes. Well, we're only on episode 4 out of 12. Not much has happened. I could summarize it for you if you want. That is very kind of you, Asuka. But I wouldn't want to intrude. If you've made plans with Noreen already, then you should honor them. It was thoughtless of me to try and insert myself between you, especially when I get to see you all day at school anyway. I imagine studying is the last thing you would want to do anyway. It's not the most riveting thing in the world. Misuzu laughs softly, then takes a bite of a ginger chicken. She swallows it, then says, it's quite hearty. Would you like a piece, Asuka? Oh, if you're offering. I swap bits and pieces of my lunch with Misuzu as the minutes wear on, sampling her ginger chicken or an avocado and tomato salad. How bougie. Misuzu's food is pretty good, but Aunt Shoko prepared my lunch, and it's nothing to sneeze at either. My lunchbox is more Wickman-like than Misuzu's, and it isn't as neatly arranged. But the chicken cutlet tastes good, even if it is cold. I enjoy my meal with mealtime with Misuzu well enough, but I still find myself frowning. Misuzu's acting like it's no big deal, and who knows, maybe it isn't. But I feel guilty regardless. I don't really want to choose Noreen over her, but it looks like that's exactly what I've done. I just hope Misuzu isn't too upset about it. The last thing I want to do is hurt her feelings. Oh, hun. The strife of teenage girl friendship is a problem. I've been there. I always found it quite difficult because a lot of teen girls are socialized to not say what they want. To be like, oh, it's fine, and not actually say what they want. And I always really struggle with that because I'm a very upfront person. And I didn't really understand what was going on when they were still upset when they said it was fine. I was just like, well, maybe I'm not the problem. Maybe something else is going on in their life. And then it would turn out I was the problem, and it would be so confusing. I usually walk home with Misuzu, save for the days when she has piano practice. But we wind up saying our farewells outside the classroom today. Misuzu tells me she wants to go to the library for a bit to go over her notes, and who am I to stop her? Oh. Misuzu, baby girl. Oh. I already blew her off. It wouldn't feel right if I asked her to walk back home with me after our awkward conversation over lunch. I don't want to start monopolizing Misuzu's time, and what right do I have to ask anything else of her? Misuzu assures me she'll be fine on her own, and I should go and have fun with Noreen. But I feel guilty as I tramp up the hill all the way back to the inn. I think I hurt her feelings more than she's letting on. I'd like to apologize, but it's too late now. Wouldn't that make things even more awkward? I don't want to draw this out unnecessarily, and it's not like I did anything all that awful to her. I just refused an invitation to have an after-school study session. She'll get over it. In fact, she's probably already over it. I mean, I'm not that special. I tell myself this fiercely as I enter the house via the veranda, sliding the door open. I pause to set down my school bag, then to remove my shoes. Balancing on one foot, I call out to the house, "I'm home!" And I'm soon greeted by an excitable pattering of feet, a little like a puppy's paws. Then a bright, cheery, "Asuka! I've been waiting for you! How was your day? Did you have a good time? I hope school wasn't too dreadful. Was Mr. Siraguchi being mean to you again? Well, I wish he wasn't so stern. I know you've been working really hard, even if he doesn't see it. I don't think he has any right to scold you so much. Why, if I see him, I'd like to give him a piece of my mind." I finish removing my shoes, sitting to one side, then straightening up, I smile. It's getting all in my head about the whole Misuzu thing, but seeing Noreen has cheered me up a lot. It's nice being greeted so enthusiastically every afternoon by someone who looks so eager to see me. Noreen was so eager, in fact, one of the straps of her sundress is falling down her shoulder and she isn't wearing any socks. Noreen's barefoot, the toenails of her left foot painted coral pink. Was she in the middle of painting them when I got home? I can easily imagine Noreen abandoning her delicate little nail brush and charging over to the veranda to meet me after hearing the sound of the door opening. That's so like her. I'd be happier if you didn't give Mr. Siraguchi a piece of your mind, actually. He dislikes me enough as it is without you making it any worse. But that doesn't seem fair. You're so nice, Asuka. I I don't see how anybody could dislike you, especially when you work so hard. This Mr. Setaguchi sounds like a real piece of work. He's a bit difficult, yeah. But he probably thinks that way about me too. I shrug, then paid over to the kitchen. I made a deep beeline for the fridge, where I poured myself a glass of cool barley tea. Before I put the jug back into the fridge, however, I turned curiously to Noreen, who followed me. By the way, do you want anything to drink yourself? That sounds good. Would you mind pouring me a cup of barley tea? I also went to the convenience store earlier and I bought some pudding for us both. And some corn snacks too. I figured it'd be nice to watch Starry Sky while we have some food to eat. Oh, I see. I was wondering where the puddings in the fridge came from. Where'd you give the money for them though? You didn't rob my piggy bank, did you? Well, I call it a piggy bank, but it's actually a fishy bank. I keep my coins in a ceramic pufferfish, another curio I bought from the aquarium back in Tokyo. My mother incidentally thought my fishy bank was hideous, while my dad thought it was the height of hilarity. Seeing it always made him laugh. What? Of course not! I've been helping Shoko around the house while you're at school. I have been earning my keep, you know. I hung out the laundry earlier, and I've been cleaning up some of the guest rooms for when the Sakurasu finally opens again. Shoko's been giving me a bit of money for helping out, which is how I bought those puddings. They were paid for fair and square. Oh, right. Well, I'm very sorry for doubting you. You should be. I'm no thief. I might be a mermaid and I don't always have legs, but I'm still trying to be an upstanding member of society here. I know, I was just curious. But I'm glad you've been finding things to do around the house while I'm away. I was worried hanging around here all day would be boring. It's not boring at all. I do miss you a bit, I guess, when you aren't around. But Shoko is always here and she's very nice. And so are some of the construction workers. I've been talking to Marina a bit and she's pretty fun. She has a lot of stories to tell me. Being here isn't boring at all. So you don't need to worry. But I always have the most fun when I'm with you, Asuka. Well, good, I'm glad. I always have the most fun when I'm with you too. I mean it too, as I return to the living room and settle down on the floor. My drink in one hand and a bag of corn snacks in the other. Spending time with Noreen like this always cheers me up, no matter how difficult my school day might have been. Her company is refreshing. Even more so than the cool cup of barley tea I keep sipping at. I'm happy enough to while the days away like this in a lazy, hazy blur. But diverting through Noreen's company is. I can't quite put Mizuzu from my mind, especially not when Love Under the Starry Sky begins and Noreen falls quiet. Mizuzu was trying to sound unconcerned, but I think I heard a genuine note of hurt to her voice when she confessed that she isn't allowed to watch TV dramas because of her controlling mother. Mizuzu might act like the perfect honor student at school, and I hardly ever hear her complaining, but I sometimes found myself wondering. Is Mizuzu really happy the way she is, trying to answer her mother's lofty expectations all the time? And am I making things even worse? Those thoughts plague me for the rest of the evening and most of the night, so much so I can't really enjoy my dinner. Aunt Shoko asked me whether I'm alright, but I'm not sure how to reply. Physically I feel fine, but mentally I'm tying myself up in all sorts of knots. I don't want to think that I'm blowing off Mizuzu, especially not when she's being so nice to me. I've been doing my best to spend time with both Noreen and Mizuzu, but I can't deny I do spend more time thinking about my mermaid companion than I do my school friend. I tell myself that's because I spend 8 hours a day with Mizuzu at school while I can only see Noreen at home. So it's natural I'd worry a little bit more about Noreen. I'm not sure if that really is the case, however. Not when my heart always flutters in Noreen's company. I still can't forget how despondent Mizuzu looked when I brushed her off during lunchtime, however. She tried to play it off. She smiled when I refused her and said, maybe some other time. But I think I upset her. I'm not sure if I'm reading too much into it. Am I exaggerating my own importance? But all the same, I wasn't entirely sure what to tell Aunt Shoko when she asked me after me at the dinner table. So I just shrugged and said I was feeling tired. She told me to go to bed early if I was feeling that exhausted, and I agreed pretty readily. I wanted to go to bed early, I figured. in my innocence that getting some shut-eye would be enough to fix me. But I didn't bank on being completely incapable of sleeping. Why not? Girl, you've spent so many nights up about things. It's practically part of your character. Images of Mizuzu kept drifting through the forefront of my mind. Images of her looking away, her head bowed aloft. Oh, I see. Well, if that's how it is. On her lips. She said she didn't mind, but is that really true? It looked like she minded, but am I reading into it too much? I toss and turn beneath my sheets, racking them up about my bare legs as I do. I squeeze Tayo while I try to sleep, like an oversized stress ball, but it doesn't really help. Talking things through with Tayo has helped me before when I'm feeling blue, but the magic isn't there right now. I can't make him feel real. He isn't helping me like he usually does. And to make matters worse, my room is horribly hot. It's a sultry sort of night, and though the fan is running, it doesn't help me cool down. The whirring of the fan is starting to get on my nerves, actually. It makes it even harder to nod off, and I think it's just disturbing lukewarm air around my room. My sheets feel stifling, and I'm starting to feel uncomfortably sweaty. Trying to go to sleep is clearly a wasted effort at this point, so I might as well get up. Who knows? Maybe going for a walk might help me clear my head. It's with this thought in mind that I softly get out of bed. I change into my casual clothes and slip through the long, long hallway which is bathed in shadows. I open the sliding door in the living room with a low sound and pad towards the veranda. I open this door too and let myself outdoors. My toes curling against the cold, immovable wood. It's slightly cooler outside than it is in. There's a bit of a breeze, and it blows my hair, the hem of my shirt. I inhale, content to enjoy the breeze on my face. It does feel a lot better, funnily enough. When... Well, hello there, stranger. The moon sure does look beautiful tonight, doesn't it? Guess he's been eating rocks. Is it you, Nameless? Have you been eating rocks? Oh! It almost makes me jump out of my skin. I'm not alone after all. Marina is here too. Hey, Queen! What's up? Damn, girl. Damn, girl. Damn, girl. She's sitting cross-legged on the veranda wearing the same skimpy outfit she usually wears. In one hand she's holding a can of beer, and there's a couple of crumpled cans discarded next to her, glinting in the moonlight like beetle shells. Oh, you have been eating rocks, the Nameless? Oh, that's awesome. I hope they're yummy rocks. Oh, you're gonna dip out for a minute? Okay. Understandable. Marina looks entirely in her element, so at ease, it's almost like she owns the place. How strange. She fobbed me off with an excuse last time, but now I really am curious. Does Aunt Shoko know about this? Hey Marina, what are you doing here? Did you have some work you needed to finish again? Something like that. I wanted to finish setting up some of the wiring, yeah. And by the time I'd finished, it was already pretty late. I was already tired, so I figured I'd just chill for a bit here before heading off home. Besides, the moon really is beautiful tonight. There's no better place to appreciate it than up here on top of this hill. It's like my own private stargazing spot. Or at least it was until you came along. You doing alright? I've definitely been better. I am, Marina hesitantly. She isn't slurring her words, but it looks like she's drunk a lot. Then say... And it's not really your stargazing spot, is it? This place does belong to my aunt. Yeah, and she hired me to help renovate. I've just as much right to be here as you have. Marina pokes her tongue out playfully. It's just as I thought. She's definitely drunk. then takes another swig from her can of beer. I, meanwhile, sigh. You're meant to be here at certain times. I don't know if my aunt is expecting you to hang around all night. But I guess it's fine, so long as you're not making too much of a ruckus. I'll try not to. I was just sitting here on my own enjoying the quiet till you came along. I'll head off soon enough since Riri will be worried about me, but you look a little blue yourself, Asuka. You want to tell your big sis what the problem is? I have a lot of experience when it comes to romance, so I should be able to help. That's very kind of you, but... Wait, why are you talking about romance? Isn't that what's bothering you? At your age, it was all I ever thought of. And anyway, I saw how you were acting around Narine and Mizuzu back at the cafe. I figured you liked one of them. Or maybe both of them? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Feel myself blushing and have to glance away. Abashed, I take a seat beside Marina and say, I'm not sure how I feel in general. About what? Narine? And Mizuzu too. It's kind of complicated, but my voice trails off when I sigh. I'm a bit embarrassed that I'm worrying about this so much in general, but maybe Narine can help. She seems pretty dependable, disregarding her drinking habits. She gave me some pretty good advice a few weeks ago too when I first came to Omurashima. Talking to Aunt Choke about any of this silly tea drama would be excruciating, and if nothing else, she should have more insight to give me than Tayo. I'm not sure if I'm worrying too much about, but I'm afraid I might be blowing Mizuzu off to spend time in Narine. I spend all day at school with Mizuzu, so I want to spend my evenings with Narine when I can. But maybe that isn't fair on Mizuzu. Feels like I'm being forced to choose between them, but I don't want to upset either of them. I really don't know what to do. I cringe as I confess my woes to Marina, feeling horribly self-conscious. I must sound like such an idiot. I mean, it's not like my problems are that serious. To my relief, however, Marina doesn't look annoyed. She nods instead, then says, Yeah, that can be tricky. I know how it is being liked by too many people. It's not fun for anybody involved. You do? Yeah. I've broken a few hearts in my own time. Not deliberately, mind, it just kind of seems to happen. I think it's an inevitable part of growing up. A lot of people go through this, and I went through it more than most since I'm so irresistible. That makes so much sense, Marina. I mean, fucking look at you. Yeah? Marina grins, and I smile weakly in response. I think she's joking around, and I appreciate it. It does make me feel a little better. We know you liked. Yeah, Marina. By whole chat. Yep. She's built for us. And can I tell you something, guys? When I saw Ibihime posted some like snippets of this game before it came out, and when she posted like the sprite of Marina, I was a dog in the comments. I think I'm pretty sure I was like a dog. I was like, oh. I was looking at that woman in ways that were not responsible nor respectful, you could say. You know the meme looking respectfully? That's never me. I'm never doing that. I'm looking disrespectfully every fucking time. Why would I look respectfully when I could be looking right at her boobas? But that doesn't make it suck any less. Being a teenager sure is rough. I'm always glad to hear you say it. I thought I was blowing things out of proportion. Right past the whole snack and as a whole 7-course dinner. Right? She's fucking stunning. She's like some sort of like... She's a fucking goddess, isn't she? She's goddess material. No, I don't think so. Not wanting to hurt your friends is totally fair, but... Let me see. Marina presses her index finger against her lower lip in thought. She ponders and then... I know. If you're worried about hurting Mizuzu and Narine, you just need to ditch both of them and date me instead. Then all your issues will be resolved. Isn't that nice? Oh, right, that's a good idea. I guess it would make things simpler if I was already spoken for, but... Wait, what? Marina didn't really mean that, did she? Oh gosh, I'm really not sure how I feel about this. I'm glad she likes me, but... I'm sorry, but I think you're a little too old for me. I mean, I'm still in high school and you're already an adult. But maybe it could work out if it's a bit older, but as it is, I don't think I can accept your confession. I mean, my aunt would probably be upset. And so would my parents and your co-workers, and Ruriko too. It would cause a really huge scandal. I'm happy you feel that way about me, of course, but... I'm trying to let Marina down gently, but Marina doesn't look too cut up about being rejected. She snorts. Then she starts to laugh. Oh man, that was so funny. I thought your reaction would be priceless, but that was even better than I expected. Your face has gone bright red, Asuka. You look just like a tomato. She's a fucking menace and I love it. Huh? I look at Marina uncomprehendingly. Oh, what are you talking about? Didn't you just, ask me out? I guess I did. But I didn't mean it, you silly thing. I was just joking. Oh. I see. Well, now I feel foolish. I guess that makes sense. I didn't think I was your type. Unfortunately, you're not. You're a little too young for me, as you pointed out. You're a cutie. But I didn't have any particular interest in high schools. If I did, I think I'd have a few problems on my hands. And I don't think my girlfriend would like it very much either. Is Ruriko really your girlfriend then? Uh-huh. She actually owns Seaside Sweets too, if you didn't know. I was only working the other day as a favor. I figured she could use it since a couple of waitresses were off sick. Oh, right, I see. I hope you and Ruriko will be very happy together then. I'm sure we will be. We've been together for about 6 years now. It's been smooth sailing. Things are going pretty well between us. What about you, Asuka? What about me? Well, you know. When you're moping about Mizuzu and Noreen, when she's hot, mature, and responsible and devoted. Yeah, she's the whole fucking package and more! She's the whole fucking package. Why are we so young? Jackie, that's so relatable. Oh, yeah. Why are we the fucking teenager? Why can't we be Ruriko? Please. Where's the Ruriko DLC? I want to be her girlfriend. I want to be her wifey. And you know, from the dynamic, I know that Ruriko like tops Marine, and Marine loves it. She's grinning and slobbering like a dog about it. She's like, yes, put me in my place, bitch. I love it. Yes. I just know it. I know it. Oh yes, that's right. I like both of them, and I'm not sure how much I like them or in what way. I think they're both very pretty and they're fun to be around, but I don't know. It's all very confusing. Yeah, I'll bet. Feelings like these always are, especially when you're a teenager. I know I was always getting caught up in my feelings when I was a teen. My heart felt like a frickin' whirlpool. What, really? Afraid so, kiddo. I know I must look like a cool, mature, dependable adult to yours truly. But I haven't always been like this. Not by a long shot. Yeah. To become a cool person, you first have to be a not cool person. It's true. I was pretty all over the place when I was your age. I had no idea what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go. I didn't really have a direction in life, I just drifted. But in the end I was pretty lucky. I was able to drift into the arms of a wonderful woman and everything just worked itself out, I guess. It did, huh? I draw my legs up against my chest and wind my arms around them, resting my cheek on my knees. I then exhale. That sounds nice. Doesn't it just? I think my life's been pretty swell right about now. I can't complain. But I've been in your shoes too. I know how you're feeling, so I can give you some advice, real advice on the house. Your big sister isn't out to scam you. You say that, but are you sure you aren't going to ask me out again? Oh, no, I'm through with that. It was just a one-off joke. It was fine to tell it once, but if I break it out twice, you might seriously start to question my tastes. Like I don't question them already. Ah, you've quite the tongue on you. You know that? Might have heard it mentioned once or twice, yeah. Then I'll mention it a third time. You're pretty moody. But you're a teenager, I guess it makes sense. I'll let your moodiness slide for now. But no. What I actually wanted to tell you is this. If both these girls are important to you, then you've got to make a choice. A choice? Uh-huh. I know it can be hard making decisions like this, especially when people you care about are involved. I understand if you want to make them both happy. But if they care about you as more than mere friends, that might not be possible. Some people don't mind sharing, but most do. Like Riri, for example. You might not think to look at her since she acts so cold, but she can be really jealous. If you want to have a relationship with one of them, then you have to make a choice. And you need to stick by it too. Otherwise you'll be stringing them along and that'll only hurt more in the long run. You don't want to be a two-timer, do you? Oh, of course not! I didn't even realize I was one-timing anybody. It's not like I've asked them out or anything. We're not in a relationship. I think Marina's getting the wrong end of the stick here. I don't have two girlfriends. I don't even have one. Heck, I don't even know if I want to have any girlfriends. How do I feel about dating to begin with? Of course I want a girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah, I can't deny it. It would be nice to have a girlfriend. I was always jealous of the girls in my class who managed to snag boyfriends. Not because I wanted a boyfriend, but because they made dating seem so idyllic. They went on shopping dates, trips to the beach, and they took a lot of cute couple photos together too. I'd like to experience something like that too. I want to fall in love, but I have no idea who I like more. I know. As it stands, it seems like everything's innocent and above board. But if things do get a little more, serious, shall we say, then you'll need to start thinking about how you really feel. Take it from your big sister. Emotions are tricky things. If you leave them unchecked, they can swell out of control. If you don't want to hurt either of them, then you might need to have a serious conversation. I know that's not much fun, but it should help clear the air. That way there'll be no hard feelings. Everybody wins! Doesn't that sound good? I think it sounds a little too good to be true, actually. I don't know if things will work out as neatly as Marina's suggesting. The world isn't that simple, and neither are the people who inhabit it. But sometimes I wish it was. Wouldn't that be nice? Chapter 4. Out of the Ocean! That's the name of the game! Yo, title drop! I think that is where we're going to leave it off, though. Because I think that is where we're going to leave it off. Thank you for streaming today, guys. I'm sorry it was a short one. I will be back fucking when? Thursday? Thursday, I think. I think it's Thursday I'll be back. It's one of the days. Wednesday. I'll be back on Wednesday playing Codenames with friends. So that'll be awesome. Is there anyone live right now, even? Oh, there's some people. Wait, there's people. What the fuck? What we got here? We got Thicky. Thicky's playing Overwatch. I'll let you hang out with some degenerate time. It's all good. You guys can get some Overwatch drops or whatever you do on Overwatch streams. Yeah. Go watch her fail, I guess. Yay. Thank you for hanging out with me today, guys. I know I was a bit low energy and not like at my best. Hopefully I'm better when we do Codenames. I think I might be. I think this is just like the one rough day, you know? The one rough period day that everyone gets. You'll get one. It's okay. Okay, see you later. Bye bye.